What's up YouTube, Kenny Quest here. Today we're going to reveal the modifications for the Iron 883 that the Harley dealer did for me. It took a few weeks for all the parts to get in. Now they're installed, so let's take a look at what they did. So one of the first modifications that I wanted to do to the motorcycle was change out the instrument panel. The instrument gauge that comes with the Iron 883 stock and all Sportsters is kind of basic. So this particular instrument panel is available in the Harley catalog, and it fits all Sportsters. So as you can see, we have RPM here, we have miles here, we have our speed here, we have a fuel gauge. They installed a sensor inside the tank that reads the fuel levels and reports it back here. And of course, if I toggle through my menu, as you can see, we go from mileage, total miles, to trip A, to trip B, to gear indicator, to clock. So everything that I need is right there. Next thing I did was had them swap out the stock gas cap, which if you remember was silver, and this one's now flush. And basically to just turn it. Very easy to unscrew, put it back. Now I was looking for upgraded grips and controls, and this was in the Harley catalog. It's called the Dominion series, and my personal taste, I like the bear trap stuff, and I like something with a little bit of a knobby on it.
Rib for her pleasure. Ew.
Harley's got a couple different series, but really what decided this for me, the Dominion series, was the fact that I have this green color, and I thought the gold color would look pretty awesome and would allow me some creativity down the road. Perhaps I wanted to have the wheels powder coated in a similar color, kind of like the Lowrider S comes with stock. So now we get to the controls, and as you can see here, we got the Dominion footrest on this side. However, unfortunately, the cast brake pedal was not able to be changed out. Now, I had called Harley Davidson and asked them for a breakout drawing of this piece here, and I called Wisconsin, and they said that that information is confidential and they can't release any dimensions on this piece here. And I was trying to determine if I could make the brake pad pedal, which they sell, but on the website it says it will not fit the 2021 Iron 883 or any Sportster, and I knew that going in, and but I wanted to find a solution so I can make the brake pedal, match with the Dominion series. And so I went looking around, asking questions, and I found Boosted Brad on Instagram, and he runs Death Metal Racing, and they make cast parts for Harley Davidson. So I ordered this new brake lever, and basically that's where it's supposed to go. And as you can see, it would need some type of part here in order to fit on the Sportster. And of course, when I handed this over to the dealer, I had told him that I spoke with Death Metal Racing, and I spoke with Harley, and Harley says we can't release any dimensions, and Death Metal Racing says, well, this will fit your Sportster. But as you can see, it's a different type of connection altogether. So I am not sure at this point how it's going to fit. Now, initially, the dealer told me that it's not going to work, and the parts person I spoke to really didn't give me a reason why, just other than it wasn't going to work. So I'm not sure if anybody in the comments can give me a direction on what to do. I'm assuming that this piece right here, in order for it to fit that's going to have to change somehow. But this is the piece from Death Metal Racing. I did order their foot peg just in case the Dominion Collection foot peg didn't match, and so I just got black just in case. But they have different colors on their website. Not a particular bronze, but they have a yellow and they have a honey gold. But I went with black just to be safe. But anyways, I'm not even at that point yet. I got to figure out a solution for that problem there. So that was a disappointment all around. Harley doesn't share their dimensions of their parts. They have, of course, manufacturing agreements with whoever makes that, and I'm sure that's in the contract. And they don't want, I guess, third parties out there making parts for them unless they license or pay a royalty fee or whatever. I'm not sure what the situation is, but apparently if you have a Sportster, you're stuck with this, which doesn't match that. So it would be nice to match the other side, which on the other side, as you can see, we have both the footrest and the clutch lever in the Dominion series. So I got one side like that and the other side not like that. If you have any comment or tips on how I can overcome this little issue, type them down in the comments. I'd be interested to see what you have to say. I was unable to install the custom brake lever, nor was I able to install my bunking bar because of this bend right here. So that bend, the bunking bar would install right here, and it would damage potentially this exhaust header pipe. So I had asked the Harley dealer to take some in-progress pictures of the installation for me so I can share them with you guys during this episode. Originally I'd asked to do video, and I provided a video camera, but I was informed that they were under contractual obligation with another YouTuber and they couldn't have any filming done in the facility. So they did say they would take some pictures. And they took pictures. I put some of these up on Instagram at Kenny Quest Show. During the installation, I got a phone call from the dealer, an individual I never had spoken to before. But they informed me that the bunking bar would not work and that I had to make a different choice for my crash protection. And I asked them why, and they said that the exhaust was preventing it from being installed, and I have to choose something different. So what was shocking in the pictures, and I'm going to throw them up here, was that you're seeing the bunking bars installed. Of course, it's not now, so I don't know what happened in between. Coincidentally, was watching YouTube and I saw Moto John posted a video on his channel about installing the bunking bar himself, and he installed the bunking bar, and here's a picture of it installed. He's got an Iron 1200, and the first thing I thought was, oh, okay, he must have modified a manifold and pipes coming out of the manifold. He must have an exhaust system of some sort. And so I messaged him in the comments, and he says he has stock exhaust. Now, to my knowledge, the Iron 1200 and the 883, it's the same connection points, and everything's the same when it comes to that. So I'm curious as to why the bunking bar doesn't fit. So if anybody has any comments as to why that wouldn't be
possible to be installed and why MotoJohn's is installed. Did they install it? Did he install it higher up on the frame and use different parts, hardware to make it work? I don't know. But I sure would like to know the answer because I really do want the Bunking Bar on here rather than the Crash Bar. So if you have any information on that, just let me know down in the comments.
Now, I did order a seat, and seats typically take 6 weeks to arrive. So I'm going to add that once that seat arrives. But here's the Crash Bar that the Harley dealer installed in lieu of my bunking.
If you've got an issue, here's a tissue.
So, I mean, it's serviceable. It works. It protects. You know, when you're a new rider and you have a new motorcycle, it's not if you go down, it's when you go down. So, fully expecting that. So, some other things that we've done. This is the Kuryakin headlight cover. So I wanted something a little bit cosmetic for the front headlight to kind of blend in with the rest of the bike rather than just have that headlight out there. I did replace the headlight, and that is Harley Davidson catalog Daymaker headlight. I did change out the indicators as well. So as you can see, I have the key switch on. It adds additional illumination while driving. And then when I turn the indicators on, it switches to amber. And it switches back when the indicator goes off. So pretty cool feature. So Harley Davidson recently just released their own line of LED product. I went asking for custom dynamics, but they said, hey, we got our own. So I went with them. Now, when you buy a motorcycle from the Harley dealer, they give you 15% off on all accessories. So when you look at things like the Daymaker and all the other accessories, when you have the 15% off, then their price is just starting to be competitive. Without the 15% off, there are some options that you have in the marketplace that might be as good as, equal to in performance at lesser cost. But your mileage will vary. Do your own research there. Also in the rear, we have the LED. Of course, when you turn the indicator, and this is direct sunlight, middle of the afternoon, so imagine at night what's going to look like.
Okay. Show me.
I'm standing about 20 feet away, and you can see clearly all three indicators are on and how bright they are. It's almost like having passing lamps like on a Road King Classic or a Deluxe. The amount of illumination that you're getting. It's probably beyond what those motorcycles have because of the LED technology.
If you recall from my episode a couple weeks ago, we were talking about getting the modifications done. I mentioned that I'm getting LED for the chassis. So let me show you what that is. It's a 172 element kit, of which they did not use all 172 elements. They only used enough to get around the engine compartment and the front fender. What's really cool about this is that it works with your phone. This is the app, and it has presets. Now, of course, the Snakester being green, I have a green option here, but I also have these themes where I can choose different colors. One of them is St. Patrick's Day, so that's kind of cool. And of course, you got Christmas and Memorial Day, and some other holidays. You can match it up with the music, so if you're playing music, go with the beats of the music, which is kind of cool. So in general, I get a little bit of extra peace of mind. So if a car is coming and I'm in the intersection, hopefully they'll see from the side, there's some object in front of them with lights on. I know you can get crazy with this lighting stuff, but I just wanted a little bit of lighting, not too crazy. Now, I will be doing a full review on this LED lighting system in a future episode. I want to have a chance to play with it a little bit, use it, see how people react to it, how cars react to it in traffic. So stay tuned for that. Keep a lookout for it.
And now, back to Pandemonium.
All right. Also got, for protection, frame sliders on the rear. So now that, in case of a fall, I have each side protected. Let's see, this is a mount for my phone. It's from Cena, and since I did not have it hardwired for my phone to charge, what I got was a charging cradle, USB charging cradle from Cena, and basically is a power pack that I can plug my phone into. And I was able to use that a couple times already, and it charges your phone fast, so I'm very pleased with that. However, it's really clunky, so that's I think a temporary deal for me. Once I figure out what my permanent handlebar situation is going to be, then I might change out my mount. Next item we got is a swing arm bag, and the swing arm bag has these little attachments here. And it's got a hard plastic inside. And inside here I got my Cruise Tools mobile repair mobile toolkit. But it'll basically hold a couple bang sodas and whatever I'm using that day. But nothing for serious long-term trips, of course. So we got crash bars, we got frame sliders, swing arm kit, pedals, levers, grips, instrument gauge, cell phone mount, headlight cover, new headlights, new LED signals. Oh yeah, I got a keychain too. Number 1, baby. Matches my tank. And the gas cap. So coming up next, what's been ordered and is on the way or has been received and waiting to do a video is my Lowbrow Customs sissy bar. It's going to go here. Also have a Built Well travel pack that attaches to the sissy bar. Let's see, what else do we have? So having worked with these mirrors and due to the fact that I have broad shoulders, I went ahead and ordered directly from Harley online the extended arm mirrors. So hopefully that's going to bring these mirrors out to here, which I think will be enough to deal with the situation that I've been dealing with, which is catching my shoulder quite often. And I need a little bit more confidence in what's coming in behind me. So as soon as the sissy bar and the seat and the mirrors show up, we'll go ahead and do an install video for those. I'm going to try a self-install, so we'll see how it goes. Got to start somewhere, right?
I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in for this week's episode. I want you to come back and join me on next week's episode, where we're going to continue the Iron 883 modification series, where I attempt some simple do-it-yourself modifications using Cruise Tools Roadside Toolkit. Attempt to upgrade my mirrors, act like I know what I'm doing, change out my seat, and install a sissy bar to the 2021 Iron 883, the Snakester.
Feels like I'm not the first person that's been in this hole.
Alright guys, we'll see you next time. Keep the shiny side up.
Hey guys, it's Haley. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell for notifications. See you next time.
And install a sissy bar to the 2021 Iron 883, the Snakester. Alright guys, take care. We'll see you next time. Keep the shiny side up.